and welcome again to the Holiday Shop. So today my special guest is Kristin from Novena Cards. She's the designer of beautiful prayer, rosary, and Novena cards and gorgeous art prints. Shop Novena Cards and use the special discount code Catholic Connection for 10% off your entire order, and that goes through December 2nd. So let's have Kristin from Novena Cards join us.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, Kristin. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you so much for doing this. It's such a treat.
Oh, you're so welcome. I have been so amazed by your beautiful work that you shared on Instagram. That's how I found you, right on Instagram. And so when I was looking for companies to come on board and be a part of the holiday shop this year, there was no delay in reaching out to you to ask you if you would be a part of it. So I'm overjoyed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's such a joy to be here.
Thanks. And thanks again for that special coupon code, Catholic Connection,
Yep.
for 10% off. That's so gracious of you. Appreciate it so much.
Yes, it's a joy.
And you know what? When we talk about Catholic Connection,
Yeah.
I had found, as I was doing a little research about you and your company, I had found your interview with EWTN.
Oh, that was such a joy to do. I keep saying that word joy. This whole ministry has been just a joy to be a part of.
Amazing. And you know, we share a very special lady in common.
Oh, I love her. She's my one of my many inspirations to start this. She gave me the courage to at a later age in life be like, that's possible. God can do all things. Like, he can use my gifts, even though I'm sitting here in a dental office cleaning people's teeth. Like, she gave me that ability, or she inspired me to be like, God can do all things. So
Yes.
I'm so grateful for her witness.
I mean, she was the reason, the catalyst for me to really start my ministry that I do on my platforms and evangelize and share the faith.
Awesome.
So yeah, I think that is so neat that we both, really look to her.
Yep.
For her guidance, and just keep that spirit of whatever it is, use my talents, use my gifts, and Jesus, I trust in you. And she always did. And
He did.
So
yeah,
that's beautiful.
The amount of times she trusted is just, like reading her that book, it was like, I would have given up, like, or I hope I wouldn't, but like, she faced so many challenges and she just trusted in God's providence, and it's just such a witness.
It's such a witness. And anybody out there, if you really want to learn more about who Mother Angelica was, her backstory, you've got to read this book.
Yep.
By Raymond Arroyo. And this is the first book that he did. He did actually 3 on Mother Angelica. And so this is the first one. But yes, it must have been a thrill, just a thrill to be asked by them to be showcased. So this is exciting. And as I was mentioning before, I had you join us, you have so many different cards, and just your artwork is beautiful. So before we get started, for those that are tuning in that aren't familiar with you, could you just share a little bit about how Novena Cards got started?
Yeah, of course. Well, I was praying a novena with friends back in, I think it was about 2012, and we were praying a novena to Saint Joseph for husbands, future husbands. And at the end of the novena, I wanted to send a card, and me being a card person and like a designer in my background was like, okay, let me go look for one. And I couldn't find one. And that was, in 2012, a long, long time ago. And so I had that inspiration, like, the Holy Spirit gives you like, oh, that's something, that's a possibility of maybe one day doing. And then many years passed by and I got married, and my husband, as a gift for our wedding, gave me the gift of, I want to give you the time and whatever I can do to support you in doing this, this desire you have, I would love to do that. The equipment, the time, if I wanted to go back to school and do it. So that was just something I didn't know when I got engaged, or the way God works. And so we started Novena Cards a few years later. Well, actually, it was about 5 years later, in the pandemic in 2020, when we were both home from work. He was working remotely. I was a dental hygienist. I couldn't work. So I was home, and I was like, okay, green light. Now we have the uninterrupted time to start this. So we launched in 2020 in Pentecost, and it's just such a joy to share the mission of like helping people, pray for people, and then encouraging them, because I've been so encouraged in my life by prayer and the prayers of others. And I love praying for people and telling them I pray for them. And so it's just such a joy to have a tangible way to do that with our cards. And then try to incorporate the beauty of our faith. I love the church. I was Protestant for a long time. And so now, being a Catholic, I love the tradition, the Eucharist, the rich symbolism we have. It's just so beautiful. And so I hope to be a part in just sharing that beauty that God has given us in the Catholic Church.
How wonderful. So welcome home. That's so beautiful. And I know so many converts to Catholicism, and your passion and your just love and just desire to soak up all of the richness of the faith. It's such a joy to watch. And many of the things that I just love about your page, and that's the thing. Obviously, if you're watching here on Instagram, I will just tag you Novena Cards at Novena Cards here. But for those watching on other platforms, go to novenacards.com. So you could pull up, and I have it here, Kristin's site, and talk about so many unusual cards. Now, I've gone to many religious bookstores and gift shops.
Mm-hmm.
But your cards are so unique because I'll just name a few of these cards. And you have the new Christmas cards.
Yes.
Right on the front.
So excited about those.
Just beautiful. And I just love the fact that the cards, and for instance, this one says, I prayed for you at Mass. It's a Christmas card.
Yep.
With different designs.
Yep.
I've never seen anything like that. Of course, it's blessings to you and a lot of beautiful cards, but that you could specifically send something or give something to someone that says, I prayed for you. I prayed a rosary for you. I prayed a novena for you.
Yeah, well, I hear from so many people, like, I don't need to give gifts to people anymore. Like, I think of my friends, I don't give birthday gifts anymore, but to be able to say, I've given you the gift of prayer is the mission of what we want to do. So specifically the Christmas Mass card that we just came out with, people asked for that. And so that was why we created it this year, was just upon people's requests to have that available for them.
Wonderful. And I don't know if you have any of the cards with you right now to show our viewers. Oh, good.
Yeah, I have the three, this is the Mass card I was just talking about. Mm-hmm. And like that. And then it says on the inside, it has baby Jesus on one side with a quote from John. And then it, as all of our cards do, it has a place to write your name and the date that you prayed for somebody. So that's how all of our cards work. None of them are blank. And then we also have this Christmas one that I was really excited about. We don't typically do a lot of dark cards. So when we do, it's like it's fun because they pop out a lot. And then
I noticed that about your palette, Kristin. Usually very soft and, very pastel-y colors, but how appropriate that one. Now, you've designed the artwork on these cards.
Yes, I have. Yes. I have a background. I went to art school for a year, but other than that, really don't have any training. I did some graphic design in college, but God, yeah, just, I do all the artwork. So I do the graphic design and I do the painting. It's just funny how God uses things. Like, who knew back when I was, 20 years ago, taking some graphic design classes, that it would be used for this future mission. So,
and we can see by your backdrop, these are all of your drawings.
Yeah, they're and my husband always, when he comes in here, he's like, they're just all looking at me. It's like a holy place, where all these saints and Jesus is looking at me, which is such
gorgeous. Obviously, a God-given talent.
Oh,
we can see that.
If God wants to do something through you, I believe he equips you, because as I've shared many times, I didn't know how to paint before I started this business. I took a watercolor class, I think it was about a year prior to starting it, and just always having that idea for Novena Cards, but going, I don't know how I'm going to illustrate it. And then lo and behold, I randomly took a watercolor class to meet other people, and I realized, oh, I love this. I feel like I know how to do it. So
it just came naturally.
Yeah.
To you. And you, like you said, there was a passion there that you had. And then, of course, the fact that now you're using that beautiful gift to share the faith and to spread the gospel, really, through your beautiful artwork.
Oh, thank you. The other thing I love about our cards is, I didn't share this, on the back, it shares like how to offer your mass for somebody and what is the Holy Mass. So we always say it's like a sneaky way to evangelize people, because sometimes, you might be sending this card to somebody who's not Catholic, which we've heard that people do. And then they can read about, like, what is this, and learn more about it. And I've definitely heard that has touched people who even don't believe in God, that was meaningful to them. People can be in desperate places in life. And I feel like in those times, everybody appreciates prayer. So the mission to evangelize too.
Definitely beautiful, very, very thoughtful of you, and very, very enriching, because I know when I've interviewed so many people that they just can't believe, and even cradle Catholics too, depending on how you were catechized, we can learn so much every day about why we do what we do, why do we profess what we do.
Amen.
So what I happen to find, and maybe you'll talk about it too, is a free download of of the Saint, is it the Saint Andrew Novena?
Yes, we have a checklist, which I don't have handy right now, but we have a checklist that helps you keep track of every day. Just as a reminder, I think it's helpful to have like a visual reminder, especially when praying novenas that are 30 days long, to remember, like, oh, I need to pray. So just having a checklist somewhere in a spot that you would see it as you walk by, or in the bathroom, in the car, to pray the St. Andrew Christmas Novena prayer, is why we offer all of our checklists, I believe, as free digital downloads, which can be a helpful tool to just remind you to pray.
Terrific. I tried to print it out, but something was wrong with my printer, because I wanted to, visually show it to everybody. But if you go on novenacards.com and go under the Christmas heading, and you will find the
Christmas area. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you can also find any of our checklists in the prayer planning, I think it's under, and then it's checklists, and we offer a number of them there.
Terrific. I wanted to talk a little bit about the bundles that you have available, because I think that's a fantastic idea. The prayer card bundles, the different types that you have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we have now we have 4 prayer card bundles. The most popular one, and the one that we often see most frequently ordered as gifts, is this one, the Catholic Monthly Devotion Prayer Card Bundle. It has a prayer card for every single month of the year. Just, it's kind of a way to have a dedicated prayer card. People have stacks and stacks of prayer cards, but this is a way to have a dedicated one that you can be in union with the monthly devotions that the church it's not official church teaching, but it's something that we all kind of reflect on certain months of the year. And then on the back, it has what those all are. based on the month. So you like if you got home and you're like, I'm not sure which one to use. Is when St. Joseph, and it tells you it's March. So that's that one. We also have the Blessed Mother prayer card bundle. It has all of the most popular devotions to the Blessed Mother in here, and they're all as well written on the back. For the National Eucharistic Congress, we came out with a prayer card bundle based on the Eucharist. And so I love this bundle. We searched for all the most popular prayers and prayers that maybe people don't know. Specifically, this one is one of my favorites. It's the prayer is by St. John Henry Newman, and it's about shining your light to the world, the light of Christ to the world and through the Holy Eucharist. So that's one of my favorites that's in here. It also has the prayer before and after Mass, litany of the most blessed sacrament, prayer to the visit to the most blessed sacrament, and they all have different artwork associated with the prayer cards on the front. And then our last bundle is also the Novena prayer card bundle. So this has some of the most popular novenas that are prayed throughout the year. And then on the back, we have all of the reasons why you would ask the saints' intercession. So it's kind of like a go-to item where if you were like, oh, I know somebody who needs healing, and you like look like, who is that? And it's Saint Charbel. Saint Charbel is a great example of someone to pray for when someone's in need of healing. So that's those are the 4 prayer card bundles we offer, and they're $18. I think the Eucharist one, because it has more folded prayer cards in it, is, I believe it's 20. But with a discount, it's just a really easy way to get like something special to give somebody, and it has 12 different prayer cards in it. So that's something new.
Somebody was reaching out and asking a question. Can you just randomly pray a 9-day novena anytime?
Yes. So that's something we get all the time. We get lots of questions about novena. I do have a post on the most commonly asked novena questions, so I can always chat you back with that specific post. But yes, you can pray any novena anytime. It doesn't have to be leading up to a feast day. You could start it in the middle of when we're starting the novena, which is 9 days before the feast day. You could always start on day 5 and pray the 9 days. It doesn't matter. Novenas to me are really about getting into the routine of prayer and then asking the saints in heaven's intercession for us. Or, I mean, there's also like the Sacred Heart and different devotions. We obviously know Jesus is in heaven, but like just asking the saints intercession, it's just a way to pray every day and turn your heart more towards Jesus.
And even if you happen to just be aware like you said, the 4th or 5th day of a designated novena that started at a particular date, you could just, day 1 is wherever you start, and then from there.
Yeah.
So you can't do it wrong.
Yes, totally true.
Can't do it wrong. And I want to comment too, because your artwork is so beautiful that just think out there. Give that gift, and give the gift to yourself. Mention to those that you love, if they say, do you have any ideas, gift ideas, something that you might like? Just, can you imagine those cards, even if you were to use them, because I have a prayer altar, and a lot of us even have a prayer table or somewhere in our home, that we could display those cards, such as like the monthly cards or the particular cards, say it's a saint day coming up, and then just, have that front and center. So as you pass by that table, you're seeing that image and being reminded, and maybe just for that moment, Jesus, I trust in you, or St. Jude, pray for me, or pray for us, or a certain intention. So it's a great way to, incorporate our faith throughout our home.
Totally. We offer a little stand, which actually I have right here, that you can buy on our website. I think it's $4. So you can put any of the prayer cards in the little stand, and I have sometimes them on my desk, just as a way to keep reminded, like, shine through Jesus, shine through Jesus, let Jesus shine through you.
Perfect. And of course, you do create beautiful art prints as well.
Yes, thank you so much. They're so kind. We do. We have a number of different art prints. This is for the Sacred Heart, Jesus, I place all my trust in you. Or Sacred Heart of Jesus, I place all my trust in you. And it has the words at the bottom. And then we also have, this is one of the ones from Mother Teresa, do small things with great love. Divine Mercy Jesus, and just kind of a different take on it. It's a white background instead of the dark background, which is so beautiful. This is just kind of a little bit of a lighter take on that devotion. And this is another one, the Surrender Novena. We came out with that a few months ago. It's been very, very popular. I don't have one of those prayer cards with me, but this is the artwork that's on the front. This is, "Oh Jesus, I surrender myself to you. Take care of everything." I have this hanging in my office as just a reminder of always giving that surrender to Jesus. And then this is another one of our prints that's popular, maybe for young girls. That's the rosary with hearts. It's one of our Mother's Day images.
It's one of my favorites, Kristin. I love them
Oh, really?
all. I love them all. But when I saw that, I just love. And I love the one you also have is the floral like bouquet, and it has the rosary. Is like,
yeah, I have the greeting card. Is it this one?
Yes.
The pink one?
Yes.
Yeah, this is very
love
popular
that.
as well. For someone who, a gift for somebody who loves the rosary.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a reminder, just the joy that we get from praying the rosary.
How gorgeous. But we both share our love for Mother Angelica. She will be a canonized saint. It's just a matter of time.
One day, and I pray I'm alive to be there. That is something I would most certainly fly to Rome for, to be just in the presence of that joyful celebration.
Can you imagine? I'm going to love to see your artwork that you're going to create, dedicated to Mother Angelica. That's going to be so neat.
Yeah. It'll be a joy.
Oh, how wonderful. Now, as far as, and I've been asking all my guests, as far as shipping, and we're trying to do the holiday shop as always in November,
yes,
because we want to get as much done before Advent begins.
Totally. So not have that be that crowded, crazy time of, running around and traveling, and yes, totally.
So as far as being able to place an order and get it in time, is there a certain date that you're kind of using as, it would be best to get your orders in by?
Well, we ship right up until I believe about the 20th, 19th of December. We do ship, and we ship generally very quickly, same day, next day, to get them to the post office. My husband fulfills all the orders, and he's pretty quick about it. So anytime, truly, but if you wanted to get your order in soon to get that done with, yep, we're here to help out.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you wanted to show us before we sign off?
There's one thing that always runs out every year that I just wanted to remind people. It's our prayer planning kit that we offer. It's a very unique item that has the reasons why you ask the saints intercession every month, and then a calendar with start dates for when you ask their intercession. And then the next page gives you ideas for reasons to pray for people that month, and then a list. You can make a list of how you're going to offer your prayers for them. That's just something very unique we offer, and we only have it in stock for a very short period of time. We're placing our last order for them coming up very shortly. So just if somebody is interested in that, these make great gift items. And we hear that all the time when we're at conferences. But that is something that it kind of comes and goes in our store. And then we hear all the year long, like, do you have any more left? And it's like, nope, we're out until next year. So if you do want one of these, be sure to get them soon. We also have them as not bound, as cards that you like just stick in a holder or on your desk or on a bulletin board as well, that aren't bound. So there's the bound and unbound version.
Fantastic. Yes. And I could see easily order to everyone, right? One that you will keep for yourself, and how handy that reference is, and then one that you could gift.
Yeah.
So remember to shop early and use that discount code Catholic Connection for 10% off through December 2nd. Kristin, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the Holiday Shop. God bless you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful holiday. And thanks everyone for joining. And remember, go to the page, the Instagram page, Novena Cards, at Novena Cards, or go to novenacards.com and place your order.
You're so sweet.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless. Take
God bless.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.